Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi.
How are you, girl? How are you? What's new with you? What's new with you?
I nothing this week. I mean, it's been a very normal kind of week, right?
Well,
You too. I don't think either of us had a very exciting week.
No. I'm going to be down there in 2 weeks, though. Just 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away.
Me and you and Thunderpuss.
Oh, God. And I just know at about 1 a.m. I'll be like, Maim, I'm going to go back. you can stay, girl. I got an Uber.
I'm going back to the hotel.
I go back there. That's a $75 Uber. Fuck it. Let's do it. Boop.
No, I mean if it was like it was last year when they did it, it actually just went to midnight. Like they didn't play like all night. So
what time do they start?
Like 9. It was like a 3-hour set.
Oh, 9? All right.
Yeah.
Then we'll have to plan what kind of food we're going to get before that. The food's the important part. You see, nothing. If we're going out to that sort of thing, probably nothing too heavy. I mean, by heavy, I mean like nothing too weird, right? Like not weird. What do I mean? Spicy.
Eclectic.
That's really what I mean. Spicy.
Nothing to burn our buttholes.
That's right. Because as we're Jocelyn, we don't want to have to run to the restroom after being Jocelyn around.
That's true, actually. Because if you're gonna be like doing like that kind of like big room circuit house dance and stuff,
yes,
you don't want a bunch of spices.
Yes,
in your
girl.
Stomach,
Because we are doing the big circuit. Like maybe I'll dress all in white.
To match your skin.
Yes.
Honey, yes. Look at that. Skip porcelain, honey. Porcelain.
Girl, I am medium beige. That is the name of my skin. Medium beige.
My skin, according to Black Opal, is au chocolat.
You know, you do kind of look like a Swiss Miss.
Ooh, hey, Annie. I am not opposed to that. Get that Swiss Army knife behind me, girl.
It's got little marshmallows on top of your head.
My little peep hair. My little peep hair.
Little peep hair. Oh, God, girl. Yeah, no, nothing too exciting's been going on, girl.
It's just been that kind of week, right?
It really has been. Like, I've been working, and I've been maintaining and sustaining.
Come on, sustainability.
Yes, girl.
We stand a sustainability queen. Yes,
we do. I don't even know what we're talking about right now, girl. Do you know what we're talking about? I don't. I've lost it. I've never had it.
Oh, I do have to. I have to tell you.
Oh, so please Thursday, do. Is it something I need to pause for?
Nah.
Okay.
Thursday, we had a couple of Brits came in for karaoke, and it was basically like a male and a female version of Cheryl Hole, and it was about as obnoxious as you think it is.
Dear listeners, those of you who don't know, Cheryl Hole is a drag queen from the posh nouveau riche area of London called Essex. They are Jersey Shore rich is the best way to put it. Yes.
This girl was a hoot. She just kept being like, babe. Oh my God, babe. You know what song will be great, babe? Let's do this one, babe. This will shut it down, babe. And I'm like, oh my God, go away.
I'm surprised you don't have an electronic request system yet.
We do.
Then why are they talking to you?
Because I'm a drag queen in a bar. Of course, they're still going to talk to me regardless. And she kept asking, she was talking to me as if she was like the show producer. She was like, I'm going to do Nicki Minaj. It's going to be hot. It's going to be, everybody's going to be fire. Blah, blah. I was like, honey, calm down. Please calm down. Please calm down.
My God.
Yeah. And then her friend was like, he was very drunk. And after a while, he was like, give us a kiss. I'm like, go away. Please, God, go away.
Was he hot?
No.
Oh.
No, he looked like if Hugh Grant did not have a growth spurt and just stayed drinking all his life.
Okay.
That's what he looked like.
So Ricky Gervais.
Ooh, yeah. But like without not quite as chunky and with no facial hair, which made it even more.
Well, yeah, Ricky Gervais on The Office.
But he had like those Dudley Moore alcoholic eyes, that were just like very like milky and
Girl, as we just call them, eyes.
it was terrible because like my co-host, he was sick, and so I was like, it seemed like
Uh-huh.
like he's not sick often, but I swear every time he's sick is when I get the most obnoxious clients every single time, and this was just another one of those
I
nights.
mean, girl, you know that as a drag queen, you can be rude.
I was rude.
Were you?
They loved it. They loved it.
Were you actually rude, though? Or were
Like
you rude?
swearing and everything. Like I was like everything. They
Were
loved it.
let me how do I put this politely? Were you me rude?
Probably not.
No,
I
then you
mean,
weren't rude. You were probably just like,
mm,
would you please fucking shut up? As opposed to back the fuck up right now.
I did say that at one
Okay,
point,
good. I'm proud of you.
but that's because it was him on one side, and then it was near closing.
Hmm.
This other dude came up, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Like we're done. The thing's
Hmm.
closed, right?" And I was like, "Look, if somebody is not here, I'll put you in." And then he just kept repeating behind me, like right behind me, like, "Oh, can you just check? Can you check?" Like I was like, "No, it's too much. It's too much." So yeah, I did that. It was a lot. So
Have you ever had to kick somebody out of the bar?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, me personally,
Yeah.
the only time I've pointed out for the bartender to kick someone out is when someone is like falling over drunk.
Hmm.
So it's not technically like kicking them out. I'm just like, hey, you got to get them because they're like,
Hmm.
you know, falling over themselves because I don't want people to get hurt, and I don't want the bar to get sued. So
Well, girl, speaking of suing people, did you know that we have a Patreon?
don't give them any hints.
Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, bloop, bloop, Mims and Maim, you can throw somebody, hey, Maim.
Yes.
Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcasts?
I did not.
That's
What?
right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder She Wrote podcast, and Over the Moon, our moonlighting podcast, which we got to record this week. And Maim,
Yes.
our patrons get to see us in the lightest of drag.
So
The lightest of drag
Nice.
as we record Over the Moon. And Maim, the
Mhm.
patrons are getting something new. The patrons are getting
they?
something new for the low price of, I think it's $1, $3, whatever the minimum is for Patreon a month. They're going to get all of our episodes without ads. Patreon
Whoa.
now allows for podcasts. Now, dear listeners, this comes with a caveat. Where's my camera? This comes with a caveat.
They can't see you right now.
Hush. This comes with a caveat. That caveat being, and I know they can't see me, but can they see you? This comes with a caveat. No, they can't. That, I want to say caveat one more time. This comes with a caveat that it is
One more
not,
time.
it's not easy. It's not easy to sort this shit. So I'm going to put the newest episodes live first and everything else. Now make sure the new episodes, are the ones that are listed as quote unquote new. So they'll be at the top of the list. But everything else, I'm going to sort it by season number and episode number. So good luck.
May the odds be in your favor. May the
But
odds
but
be in
our
your favor.
patrons, dear patrons, I also will tell you it's taking me a little bit longer though I thought to do this because Patreon is a little bit wonky to deal with. Give me 2 weeks, maybe 3, and I'll have all of them up, but you will have the new ones every week as we record them. Hey, Maim,
Yes.
did you know we have merchandise?
Yes.
That's right. If you go to MrMahaffey.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Maim,
Yes.
do you know what makes the world go round and what I love?
Caveats.
5-star reviews. That's right, Maim. So, hey, if you really like this podcast or mess that we're doing right now, leave us a 5-star review. It really helps us be found in this world. And everybody likes to be found.
So true.
Maim.
Yeah.
Maim. This is season 5, episode 11. My daughter, myself.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out. And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Girl, this episode.
So, girl, we're at Sugar Baker's. And, girl,
Sugar
before you
Baker's.
say it later on, this is a fairly linear episode. So, we make it
So it's gonna be short, y'all, because when it's
every
linear
single
like this,
time she says it, because it turns out that comedies, sitcoms, and dramas are all linear.
as opposed to curvatures.
It's not like we're watching fucking oh God, what's the name of the movie where he writes on himself?
Memento.
Memento.
I'm so glad I'm around for your references.
Well,
like
the thing I was going to say memorabilia, and I was like, that's not right. It's like that, but not. It starts with an M.
That's the sequel. That's the sequel.
Instead of tattooing shit on himself, he turns into a hoarder and just puts random things from each piece into this house.
The Precious Moments figure sends him to spiral.
Girl, no, it's only Precious Moments figures. It's the only thing that can spark his memory. Every place he goes, there's a Precious Moments figure. He's from the rural South. I think we should. God,
print it, Oscar.
Yeah. Or like the 90s cartoon glasses. Every place he goes, there's like a Garfield one and a Care Bear one. And every place he goes, there's one of those. He takes it and tries to put them in order.
I would love that.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that. Oh my gosh.
So we're at Sugar Baker's, girl. I don't know if you knew that yet or not, but we're at Sugar Baker's. And Mary Jo is talking about the colors of sweaters and how she just does not understand how there's colors like gumbo and jade and ruby and onyx and
I mean, I would think for an interior designer, it will make even more sense.
I know, right?
Because
like that, they've used
green, red, and yellow aren't technically enough.
Yeah, like she's never seen Pantone before. Pantone, yeah, whatever. And Suzanne in Gumbo's like, oh, that clay guy with the lopsided head. That's Gumby. For those of you that don't know, I used to love Gumby. It was not good.
Too. No, Pokey was awesome. Pokey had some mental health issues.
Oh, I like Goo. Goo was my favorite because she could fly and she took zero shit. And were they at war with the blockheads? Let's delve into this. What was?
That's a different podcast.
Was it a blockhead genocide? Is that what it was? Oh,
Was
so
it?
Julia's going to the Georgia Tech game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you
I didn't think she'd be into sports like that.
Well, she is, because in the South, football's a religion.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that explains a lot about the two of us.
Yeah. I mean, in North Carolina, there are, before the Panthers were here, there were a few teams that different people like supported. Did you know this? Do you know about any of this?
Me? Sure.
Yeah. Do you know what football teams North Carolinians supported?
I mean, our house was a UNC house.
Professional NFL.
Oh, I don't know that. No.
Dallas Cowboys, Pittsburgh Steelers
Okay.
were the two big ones in North Carolina,
Pittsburgh?
and some Atlanta Falcons, but mostly those two. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Now that you say that,
Uh-huh.
I just realized something. I actually had, when I was a little kid,
Mm-hmm.
I had a Pittsburgh Steeler toboggan.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I didn't know who it was, but
Yeah.
when you just said that just now, I was like, wait a minute. So yeah, I good. There we go.
I had a Miami Dolphins one because they were gay colors.
They were super gay colors.
They were super gay colors.
Yeah. It's so strange though. You would think that where we were from, that the big team would be the Falcons.
Yeah, you would.
Since they were like,
You would.
Yeah.
I mean, the Atlanta Braves were our baseball team. There was no other.
That's the thing. Like, I knew that one.
There was no other like choice in the matter. We were Braves. Like,
yeah. Everybody watched it.
God, I can't. I am more
One
sports.
good thing about
Go ahead.
I'll say this about baseball. Baseball is really great for Sunday naps. It's so good. I remember those. They were so nice.
Girl, I see, the thing is, when it comes to sports, I like to try to watch it. Like team sports, because I can watch, like, I enjoy watching hockey. I enjoy watching soccer.
Okay.
I do not enjoy watching football, and I do not enjoy watching baseball. They want to do a team building event at the baseball, like at the Durham Bulls thing here.
Okay.
Like we had one. It was up at like the top. They had food and stuff. It was great because we could all socialize and not have to watch the game.
Yeah.
But then they were like, we should go back. I was like, are we going to get the thing up top where we can, socialize? No, we'll just get like a row of seats. I'm like, negatory.
To just sit and watch the game?
Yeah, I'm like, that is like 7 hours. Okay, it's like 3 hours in the blaring sun. What? No.
I would just be like, I'm athletically agnostic. No, thank you.
But now, if they want to go watch a soccer game, I'll do that. I will do that in a second. Women's and men's, because the women's team is here. We've actually got a decent women's team.
Okay.
Yeah, the North Carolina Courage.
The North Carolina Courage?
Yep.
What a weird name.
It is an old name that they've kept for a long time. Like, it was in one like league and they switched and they kept it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it does take a lot of courage to be an athletic woman in North Carolina. Yeah, that's true.
I need to pause this a second. Dear listeners, I apologize for that. I had to confront Maim about some hometown mess that was going on. Oh God!
Why do they put everything on Facebook?
I don't
understand.
know. So Suzanne, they asked Suzanne if she wants to go to the game, and she says, if I want to watch people in shoulder pads and tight pants, I'd watch a rerun of Dynasty.
Here.
I mean, girl, our Super Bowl is RuPaul's Drag Race.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It actually, the other night we were at improv, we were talking about the Oscars, and somebody was like, yeah, like, they don't seem quite as fun. I was like, well, ever since RuPaul's Drag Race stole the Super Bowl crown from them, like, it's not been quite the same.
Oh,
that used to be the gay Super Bowl.
Ooh, back away from your mic a little. Back away from your. There you go.
Yeah, that used to be the gay Super Bowl, but
there you go.
Drag Race stole it.
You were screaming at me, girl. Yeah.
My flame gets a little hot.
Yeah. You don't have to talk into the mic that close. It's not singing.
It's not that close to me.
Okay.
It's like, it looks closer on camera than it actually is.
Okay. Both saying, how do you feel about Barbie being screwed over?
I'm not surprised. I mean, it's like that post, right? I did that post on purpose, not because, but I'm trying to get
Girl,
everybody to understand.
Girl,
Like,
you think that anybody reads your posts?
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying for the
Putting
two of
everything out on
us,
Facebook?
right? That's not everything. That's not everything. It's just it was pointing out very like deliberately that people have to understand that the voting body of the Academy is still overwhelmingly old white dudes, right? And so, of course, of everything on here that happened, right? Like that she wouldn't be the one to get that. Of course. So,
well, Claudia's going to be 18.
good Lord. We're getting old.
Uh-huh. And well, yeah. She was 18 years ago. No.
Girl.
She was 18 38 years 30 years ago. 35.
One of my improv cast members was born in 1998.
This is why you don't do improv.
Everybody's not that young, but it was like we were joking yesterday because there was a song that came on. I was like, oh my God, they're like, what is this? Because nobody knew the song. I was like, oh, it's this. And they're like, how do you know? I was like, it was very popular when I was a teenager. And they're like, what year was that? And I looked it up and I was like, 92.
Yeah, White Cliffs of Dover is a banger.
I hate you.
There'll be bluebirds.
That was a wonderful baptism song. Like it was a wonderful
baptism song. Oh, that's right. You don't do baptism at birth. That's why it's even funnier to me because baptism's at birth. Well, Claudia's here, and that's really all. She's borrowing the car. So we're at the game.
Okay.
And do you know the team that Georgia Tech was playing? Did you see what it? Okay. Let's see if I can describe the helmet, and you know who it is because I knew it was. Georgia Tech's in the ACC. It's an ACC team. UNC's in the ACC as well. Did you know that?
No.
NC State's in the ACC. It is an orange helmet with a tiger paw on the side of it.
Isn't that Clemson?
Oh my God, you knew something, girl.
I just know that Clemson are the Tigers. So when you said tiger paw, that's how I knew. I know the names of the teams from growing up there. I just don't follow it. Sports to me always just represented the worst people because they were always the worst people.
That is not true. Some of the soccer players in our grade were not horrible people.
I'm not talking about soccer.
All of the football players in our grade were horrible people.
Yes, and basketball.
I don't even know.
And baseball.
I don't even know who was on the baseball or basketball team.
They were. Those are some of my worst bullies.
Who was on the baseball team? Oh God, that asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Was he on the? I'm talking about the white asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Was he on the basketball team too? Because he was pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yes. So.
Well, Tom did him well.
It comes for everybody, girl. Some harder than others, honey. Some harder than others.
Maybe I should just go ahead and start Botoxing now.
Girl, just don't do no fillers, honey, please. They gonna migrate, girl.
Girl, if I came down there with some Tijuana fillers, just like if I flew from here to Tijuana, then down to Fort Lauderdale, just
then came down.
Hey,
if you showed up in giant black sunglasses saying, I'm actually going to stay for 3 weeks. So, I'm just for recovery. Like, okay.
Hey, girl, how are you? I finally got lips.
Like, have you seen my friend? I was expecting my friend. Who are you, old woman? Who are you? Oh, my God. Kris Jenner. Girl.
Oh, I have to pause it one more time. All right. I just had to share a very off-color joke with Maim that I could not share on anywhere else.
Someone say it's very blue. We're getting into blue humor now.
Someone would say, Michael Che would be okay with this joke.
Yes, he would.
Which if you SNL Weekend Update this week, great.
I thought you didn't watch that much of it.
I watched it today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
I thought you said when Jimmy Fallon showed up, you turned it off.
So we were getting ready to turn it on. Like it was 11:45, close to 12. I was like, oh yeah, we're just time for Weekend Update. Let's turn it on real quick. So we turned on, and then it was Jimmy Fallon with Justin Timberlake, and we're like, click. There's that's one person that my husband and I agree on that is just not funny. Like Jimmy Fallon is negative funny.
Was Justin the musical guest or like the host?
Yeah, he was a musical guest. It was Dakota Johnson was the actual guest. Yeah. No, Jimmy. I don't think I've ever liked Jimmy Fallon in anything. Usually the people around him are so astounding. They're pulling him through the sketch. Like back in the day.
I remember back in the day, it was like he was almost known more for like just the laughter came from him breaking around his cast members.
And I don't think it's funny. I don't think when you break's that funny.
Yeah.
But if you're going to break, you do it like Kristen Wiig.
She's a master.
Did you see the ABBA Christmas Carol one that was recent? Okay. Like her, when her and Kate McKinnon are breaking, and Bowen Yang and Maya Rudolph are taking it so fucking seriously. It is like, yes, God, I want good things for my. We gotta. So they're in line for the bathroom.
Yes,
girl. We said this ain't gonna be a long episode, but
normally I'm the detour this time, but this time you're the detour.
Oh God. So Julia's been waiting for a while, and Charlene shows up.
Okay.
And Anthony just comes in. He's like, I need to use the bathroom. So he just walks in the men's room. It comes right on out. And he goes up to me. He's like, maybe this is why men rule the world. We aren't waiting in line for the bathroom.
Mm.
And Julia said they should just build more and larger women's rooms, which I will give my place of where I work some props. Prop. They are starting to build the in all of their factories and facilities. Yeah. They're starting to build the European style bathrooms, which are the single stall that has the sink and the toilet and locks. Ooh. And I'm like, you know what? Why they don't take up that much more space? You could put bathrooms where the sinks are. They're like, for safety, you have this flow and all this. I'm like, just do that. Do that.
That's actually a good idea. Wow, I never thought about that before, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They don't really take up that much more room.
No. And then you get rid of all the, oh my God, I'm using the men's room. Oh my God, I'm using the lady. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Yes, those wonderful people.
You do have to be concerned that men are going to piss all over everything, though.
That's true. But according to a lot of women I know, they always tell me, you know what? Women get women, they think women are better than men. Women are dirtier than men in the bathroom, girl. It's terrible. They say that to me a lot. So I guess both sides of it piss everywhere.
I will say that I was the dirtiest in the bathroom one time at work, not my current job, my previous job. I took a duty, and I did not use very much toilet paper. Come to find out that somebody previous to me had put 4 paper towels down the thing and got caught in there. You were never supposed to flush paper towels. They do not dissolve.
Yeah, they don't dissolve. Yeah.
Yeah. And we had the good strong cloth kind, so there was no way that was going to dissolve. I flush, and it starts bubbling back. I'm like, oh no, there's a plunger next to me. I try plunging. It does not go anywhere and gets worse. Girl, there were logs coming at me, so I got out of that bathroom and slammed that door. I put do not use on it. And did I go downstairs and not tell anybody?
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. Was there water leaking from that bathroom into the one below? Yes, there was. And as I left that job, I told one person, hey, you remember that time that bathroom flooded? it was
Tell
me.
them it was me.
Tell him.
I want you to know.
Tell
was
him
me.
it was me.
Come on, Lady Mims. Come on.
God. So Julia just barges into the men's room, and Anthony and Charlene's there too, just run the hell away.
But all those other women followed her.
Mm-hmm. They did. Well, we're at Mary Jo's.
Okay.
And Claudia's leaving to go on a date for her birthday, or her day before her birthday. And then she's going to stay the night at Kelly's, who we've never met.
Okay.
And it's a boy she met last night at a club.
Oh.
Or
like
restaurant or something. Yeah.
It must be like a teenage club, right? Like they used to have back then.
Well, no, because back in the day, you could get into restaurant club things at 17.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe not. No, it was 18, wasn't it?
Yeah. Unless it was like one of those, like we had that under 18 club, right? Like,
did you ever go to that thing?
No.
I
go to the zoo? Absolutely not.
Oh, it was the zoo. That's what it was called. I did go to the upper room once or twice.
Me too. We all had to at some point.
Look, that one dude was very hot.
Okay. So let me be very clear here.
Uh-huh.
I don't care how hot a person is. If your quote unquote date is to the Christian youth group hangout spot, it's probably not going to go anywhere. But that's just me. Just, it's probably not going to.
I don't know what you're talking about. A lot of them men were whores.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I guess you knew.
No. I mean, they would only do it with women. What are you talking about? They aren't gay. It was the 90s. Nobody was gay in the 90s.
Oh, shoot. You're right. You're right.
They
didn't get their 2000. They didn't get their Millennium Gay card like we did.
This was before Will and Grace, girl. This was yeah.
There was stuff before Will and Grace?
Yes, Ellen.
What? Gosh. How the mighty have fallen.
I never really liked her either. I just never thought she was funny.
I didn't either. I never thought she was very funny. When she got her own talk show, I was genuinely surprised.
Like, Kelly Clarkson, I understand. Drew Barrymore, very charming. Very charming. But
Ellen?
No. Does Lonnie Love have a talk show too now?
She's on The Real. It's like a panel talk show.
Oh, God. The Real? What's The Real?
It's like the black version of The View.
Oh, okay. That's who else is on there with her?
Some other urban ladies. I don't really know.
Some other
Jenny,
urban. It has.
I think
It has a 4.6 on IMDb out of 10.
Racist.
I mean, probably. Yeah, that does not. Anyway, so her date's here. Her date's here.
Okay.
And he honks the horn. And she's like, "No, Claudia, your date's come inside until you turn 18." So Mary Jo signals for him to come in, and he comes in. He looks a little bit older, girl. He looks a little bit older. We find out he's 34 years old.
That's twice Claudia's age, exactly.
Yes. Claudia is 17, and Mary Jo lets him know it.
Whoa.
And
she's only 36.
Yeah. And he's like, he's been wanting to meet someone like Mary Jo, and he asks her out.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What? That's scandalous. Scandalo.
Well, he goes to park, and Claudia's like, "Mother, I knew you'd just kick him out. I'm going to go to Kelly's now. Kelly Kapowski's now."
That'd be cool.
If Tiffany Amber Thiessen just showed up.
Yep.
Girl, there is a a Lifetime movie if you could ever find it.
Okay.
Starring Kelly Kapowski, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, where she's the popular girl in school, and there's this other girl who wants to steal her life.
Oh, like single white female?
Yes. So she kills her by pushing her into a stream and like takes over her life. And then there's like a psychic thing at the end that figures out. But the scene you want to find, if you can find this video, you fast forward to the scene where they find Tiffany Amber Thiessen's body in the rippling rapids. Okay. And there's a mannequin going. Blah, 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 blah. It is with the wig kind of flopping. It is comedy gold, girl. It is comedy gold. I remember watching it.
How much I love stuff like that.
I remember
love things like that.
I remember watching that. We did a back-to-back thing. It was that one, then My Stepson, My Lover, which involves a woman having like sleeping around with her stepson, the husband finding out, her killing her husband, or the stepson kills her husband to be with her. She's okay with it. She kind of hires him to do it. And then he feels guilty. He's going to tell the cops. So she pushes him down the stairs and turns him into basically a vegetable so that she has to feed. It's very good.
Who would have known of something like that would have birthed an entire genre of pornography?
It's a tight hour and 20-minute song.
Well, with commercials, it's 2 hours.
Oh, 4 hours. Oh, God. So Mary Jo and the dude, who I don't know if we get his name until later or now, whatever. I didn't write it down. I did later on. They go out for a coffee.
Oh, okay. That's a little sus.
So we're back at the game, the B storyline or the A storyline. I really don't know which is which at this point.
I'm going to say this is the B storyline based off of the title of the episode.
Oh, yeah, My Stepson, My Lover. So after the game, Julie's like, I don't think anybody saw me go in the bathroom. And a guy comes up to her and goes, hey, I know you. You went in the bathroom. And she's like, yeah. Huh. All right, that's all with that. Yeah.
I don't get that moment because Julia has up until now, like, she gave that giant speech. She's being all holier than thou like she normally is. Why would she be so meek at that point? It's like, yeah, I did. So, like, it doesn't.
I think it's because it's illegal.
It's illegal?
Mm-hmm.
What law is that?
You aren't supposed to go into the opposite gender's bathroom. Like that's where all this comes from, girl. It's appropriate, like moral laws. You just aren't supposed to do that. Yeah, that's where the transgender stuff's based on, because it's based on their dead gender. Yes, girl. Yes.
Lord have mercy.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Any port in a storm, girl. Any port in a storm.
What does that mean?
Any port in a storm? You don't know what that means?
You
gotta go. You gotta go.
Oh,
it don't matter where you go.
I thought it meant you were ass up when it's raining outside.
Ooh, the barometer's switching, girl. Let me go lay down.
That ain't laying down.
Oh my
if memory serves me correctly, it has been a while, but I don't remember laying down when that was happening. I guess
downward dog, honey, downward dog.
Yeah. Girl, I knew there was a reason I need to start doing yoga again.
There you go. Get limber, girl. Put some collagen up in them joints.
I do take collagen every day.
Do you?
I don't think it does anything, but I take it.
I was going to say, has it improved at all? I mean, I don't know what you're trying to improve, but
I have arthritis in my chest.
God, what?
Yeah, I've got arthritis right here. I've got a birth defect. and like my chest sinks in a little bit, so I've got arthritis where that happens. Whatever. And it was in pain one time. Actually, kind of feels like I've got having a heart attack, but not as deep. It's very weird. That's the best way I can describe it. Like it hurts here, like where the pectoral meets, but not deep enough to be my heart. I've had EKGs and tests done. Like I've been through the gambit.
Girl,
finally
I gotta get my black dress ready.
No, girl,
Dress
you ain't gonna wear a black dress either.
Why wouldn't I? I would.
Mm-hmm.
Put a little red in the
There
lining.
it is. There it is. There
Yeah.
it is. There it is. There it is. Anyway, as I was stating, he was like, to cure it, we could give you a shot of a steroid in your spine. I was like, how long would this cure last, sir? Well, it may not even work, and it may take a couple of times, but usually about 5 years, maybe, sometimes 6 months.
And then you have to get it done again.
And I was like, and now my next question to you is, what are the risks of this? Oh, paralysis sometimes, all that good stuff. I'm like, now, generally, dear listeners, this is a very safe procedure. Like it happens every day, but there's always a risk reward that you got to go through. And I was like, I will do some hippie ass shit and take some supplements and see if that, until it gets so bad that I can't deal with it. And right now it's fine.
Well, good. Just let me know so I know when to go buy my dress. Before you pull the plug, just give me a call so I can go
Yes,
buy it off.
Here I am on my deathbed, comatose, but somehow I'm going to find the energy to wake up and text Maim and say, it's time.
I'd be like, don't tell her to pull the plug till I get there in my trench coat.
So you can take off your glasses, go, and turn around with one single tear.
And the doctor's gonna say, Dr. DeMarco, I'm going to say, can we talk?
So I work with a woman who her style, I can, like her style of dress every day, I can only describe as trench coat. She has so many different colored trench coats. She wears them every single day. Like it is, I was like, how many do you have? She showed me a picture of her closet, and like it's a full rainbow of coats and trench coats.
Oh my gosh.
It is so great. It is.
She sounds amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
It wowed me. I was like, are you?
How old is she? Can she give them to us in her will?
She's younger than us.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So it's later on at Mary Jo's, and Claudia's home, and she sees Mary Jo and that guy come in, and Claudia's irate, and it's like, he's not appropriate. Mary Jo's like, he's not appropriate for you. He's 34. He's appropriate for me. So we're back at Sugar Baker's. We can save whatever comments you got for the end, girl. And Mary Jo's interested in him, but she's upset that she can't see him again because she doesn't want to upset Claudia. And Julia's like, there are thousands of men out there. And Suzanne just responds, of course she thinks that. She goes to men's bathrooms. And then Charlene finally kicks in. It's like, this reminds me of Mildred Pierce. And she goes on and on. Like, she starts off about Mildred Pierce, but then it goes on to Amblight's thing for Hostess Cupcakes. And, like, it just keeps on going and going and going. And everybody's looking like, Jesus Christ. I don't even know who Ann Blythe is. Do you? Of course you do. I know you do.
I mean, I love old movies, of course.
Is Mildred Pierce good?
Oh my gosh, you would love it. It's real good. Like, it's one of Joan Crawford's best movies.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, but that's also probably why Anne Blythe did not have much of a career
Mhm.
because she does not play this. This sounds stupid. This is one of the movies where Joan Crawford is almost a likable character.
Oh.
Yeah, and Anne Blythe plays like the villain of the movie.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
imagine how bad a person's characterization has to be if you make Joan Crawford the victim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you remember back then, you could play roles like that. Unfortunately, could ruin an entire
Yeah,
person's
like
rest of their career.
the Wicked Witch from Wizard of Oz.
Yep. Just ruined. So
Yep.
when she said, like, I knew about the hostess thing. I didn't know because I don't know about every part of their career. But when she said that, I was like, well, she was a monster in that movie, so I'm not surprised.
So Claudia can do anything when she turns 18, and she turns 18 tomorrow. She turns 18
Lord.
tomorrow. Well, we're at Mary Jo's again, and we're getting ready to go to Claudia's birthday. And Claudia's bringing a date. The doorbell rings, and it's Jack, which is
the
name, which is the name of the 34-year-old. And Claudia shows up, says hey to Jack. Mary Jo scoots Jack to the other room. Mary Jo talks and apologizes to her. The doorbell rings, and Mark's here. That's Claudia's date.
What a silly mistake we've made just now.
I know. Everybody thought everybody was 25. And like Jack's like, where do we want to go to dinner tonight? And Mary Jo's like, how about that restaurant where you and Claudia met? Because everybody looks 25 there. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia Wild?
I thought Mary Jo's dress at the end looked nice. I thought that was a cute dress.
I gave it to... it's that one. I gave it to Suzanne and the red number at the beginning. Because I don't like anybody else in this episode. Hey, Maim, did you like this episode?
I have weird feelings about this episode.
We're batting 0 for 3 for me. The past 3 episodes, this one included, have been 3 strikes. This is shit. This is not good. It is.
But it's like weird because it's like you can feel. It's like the show's attempt at being what's the word I'm looking for? Timely.
Relevant? Okay.
Is that what they call it? Timely. You know, like some of these subject matters and all of this. It's like they're trying to have like these emotional sort of storylines, which it's comedy. So
I mean,
here's
the thing. If I have a child, they come home with a 34-year-old. I say no because that's statutory rape.
Mm-hmm.
He asks me out. I say, you're a fucking creep. Get out of my house. That is how that goes. I guess if he's 34 and I'm whatever age I am right now, how nice is his ass? Then I decide. No.
I mean, it's a very, I feel like at that point of the 90s especially, isn't that when they used to start, there was all those news stories about like girls looking older than they were, and like it was all based in like that whole panic of girls. Once again, it's just all slut shaming. Basically, it all falls into the same categories. But yes, no, you're absolutely right. There wouldn't be a follow-up conversation. It'd be like, well, she's too young for you. Thanks. Good luck.
I mean,
bye.
On the other side, there's another side of this. If she went into a bar with a fake ID that said she was 25 and he thoroughly believed that she was 25, right? Like it's a 21 or older place. She is, put on enough pancake makeup that people think she's a drag queen. And she looks 25 and comes home and he's like, oh shit, she lives with her, what is going on? And is like, truthfully, that, and then ask me out, then maybe I'll be like, yes, but that daughter has no room to be upset.
Yeah, but like his reaction on this whole thing was so weird to me because like he was like, "Oh wow, she looked older. Hey, by the way, you're great, and I would love to go out with you." What?
Yeah, it does kind of feel like the people, like the old dudes who used to hang out at Signal Hill Mall who dated the teen girls. Like there was that one tall, creepy, thin dude who had the huge penis. I never saw it. I just heard rumor. Girl, did I ever tell you about Big Cisco and Little Cisco? This leads me to at Crabtree Valley Mall in Raleigh, North Carolina. Back in the day, we had a dude, like you remember how people used to gather in malls to like even to like 2005, 2010, right?
Yes.
And there was this black dude who dressed like Cisco, walking around the mall. He sometimes had with him a white little person who also dressed like Cisco and walked around the mall like directly behind him.
What?
They went by Big Cisco and Little Cisco.
And
I'm talking about Let Me See That Thong, the thong Cisco.
No, I know, but that's an unusual visual you just gave me.
Yes. Oh, and they both had like the purple or whatever color the hair was in the video. Yeah. Short, that color hair.
Weird.
Yeah, and the baggy ass pants. Yeah, it was like the bright colored wind pant baggy pants, parachute pants, I guess they are. The Cisco
These are
wore.
so interesting.
Yeah, it was I always hoped they were in a relationship. Right, like
you're like, I want them to have that happiness together.
If anything screams, I found my other, like dressing up like Cisco walking in a mall. That to me,
this screams long-term relationship.
It does. It's long-term relationship goals, actually, right? Hey, let's go to and he's get a pretzel and walk around, do our pimp walk through the mall. Maybe we'll stop by Godiva, get some chocolate afterwards.
Let's get that satin worked in there, honey. Let's your satin's a bit stiff lately. Let's get it.
We can go Cheesecake Factory because I just got paid. We could.
Just got paid Friday night.
Girl.
That's nice. I like that idea though.
Why don't you
turn a Pixar movie?
It'd be better than the most recent one. Watch our dear listeners where they can find you.
Sure. Hey, dear listeners, it's me, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can find me every Thursday night hosting amazing colossal karaoke in Miami Beach at Killer Idol, performing improv with the Villain Theater in Miami and various other places you can find out at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all, I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at thedivinemissmims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have Patreon?
What?
That's right. If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder She Wrote podcast, and Over the Moon, our moonlighting podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have merchandise?
No.
That's right. If you go to mimsmaim.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
You love a good 5-star review.
That's right, Maim. I do love a good 5-star review, and they really help to boost us up. They raise me up. He's going to win a Tony. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that our dear listeners can reach out to us?
No.
That's right. They can send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com or a text at 704-380-0618. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. It's been a wild day so far.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.